Okay, now I want to show you some sounds that you can get out of the Prophecy 2 by Rocktron right out of the box when you get this thing home and you just power it up. This sound right here is going to be just a straight ahead kind of good rock and roll, crunchy rhythm sort of sound. So you can hear it's got a lot of gain, a lot of power, and definitely a warm tone. Now we can click it over to another preset. This is going to be more for a shredding kind of lead. It's got some nice echo on it. Okay, if we move on, we can get a sound with some nice echo, really beautiful echo sounds always coming out of the Rocktron effects. All right, right out of the gate. Now we'll move on to, how about like a twangy kind of sound for like a surf sort of thing? Reverb right out of the box. Let's move on to a great Leslie kind of sound if you're looking for that sort of a tone. Okay, again, these are sounds that come right out of the box. This is a great echo type of tone. Okay, how about a twangy sound if we need to get like a super kind of twang sort of sound? So these are some of the sounds you can get right out of the Prophecy 2. But I want to take a minute to just show you, if you needed to adjust some of the sounds, how you can get quickly to some of the parameters. If I'm using a sound, like let's go back a little bit here to like the shred sound. The great thing about the Prophecy 2 is if you decide I want to just change the gain control, you can go up and grab the gain and say, okay, let's back up the gain. Let's clean it up just a little bit. There it is. If we decide we're getting a little too much bass, let's just crank down the bass a little bit. You can grab the control and make your adjustment instantly. And that's the one thing, is you get instant control over the preset. So now we change the bass a little bit. Okay? Now, say you're in a situation where you're recording in the studio and maybe a producer or an engineer or someone in the band says, hey, the sound's great, but can you dry it up a little bit? All you have to do is come over here and press your delay button. Say, okay, we got our delay. Here's the parameter. Come over here. It says level. Let's just back down the level. Now let's see what it sounds like. Now we dried it up. There it is. Now we have less effect on it, and all we did is press the delay, went right over to the level, and we're done. Then if you decide, okay, I like this better than what I had, just come over to the store button, which is right over here in the panel, and press your store button. Press it down. It says, where do you want to store it? You press it again, and it's been stored. Now you're done. Okay? Now let's move on to a sound. Like say you have a sound where you have something like, let me bring up something here, like the Leslie sound. Like right here, now you've got a Leslie sound. You decide, wow, I really love that sound, but I wish I could just change the gain and the tone of the preamp sound. Go over to the gain, hit the gain, and then move over to the page control, and as soon as you touch the page control, your preamp section is going to open up. Now you've got your clean American, you've got your Texas Blues, you've got vintage British, or you have the Mega Drive. So why don't we go to the Texas Blues and say, well, let's see what it sounds like with that. So now we got... So now we have the same Leslie effect with a bit more of a gain sound to it. And again, all we did is hit the gain control and then went right to the page. We made our adjustment. We're all done. All right? So it's that easy to change your preamp sound, to change your effects, and to instantly gain access to any of the controls. As soon as you touch them, they're going to operate. So this is some of the ways that you can get around the Prophecy 2 to get inside the programming. If you sit and read the manual, you're certainly going to find out there's a lot more you can do with this thing. But right now, we're just scratching the surface of what this amazing box can do. So get a chance to go down to a dealer and try out the Rocktron Prophecy 2, and I'm sure you're going to find some sounds that you never heard before. So best of luck to you. Okay, so whether you're playing right out of the box with the Prophecy 2 or you're delving deep into the controls that you can use, you're definitely going to find the sound you're looking for. So get down to a Rocktron dealer near you, try out the Prophecy 2, and find your future sound, all right? Go for it.